Let's welcome on board a management on the show. We have with us Mr. Hemant Kabra, the President and CFO at Ratan Wires, joining us now. Hemant, hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much for making time and speaking with ET now. To begin with, I wanted to understand your plans regarding RR Cable, because what I understand is you're looking at divesting the stake. Could you talk to us about what is the timeline for the IPO? What kind of money will come into the company? What kind of valuations you're looking for the same?
Hi, thanks for calling us. And RR Kabel is a different company. I'm representing Ratan Wires Limited, our group company. As you know, we are in the book building mode. We can't share so much of information on that particular process right now. And it's a process, and we will just share the same as the time comes on board.
But at least any timelines, it's expected in the next 2 to 3 months, it's expected over 6 to 12 months. Is it very, in the near term, or still the process will take a bit of time?
So it is near term. I can't give you the exact timelines, but it's a decently near term overall.
On the stake sale, at least could you give us the detail on how much approval do you have in place from the board to sell stake in this company?
So we have whatever the shares Ratan Wires Limited holds, we are offloading that company, and that capital will be used for the capex of the growth of the our Ratan Wires Limited company.
You will be selling their entire stake in RR Cable.
Yeah, it's a small portion, and it's important for the growth that we use this capital in a more efficient way as well for the growth of the company, for the capex which is going to come in.
Let's talk about your own business then. I understand that the volume growth, at least in the 9 months so far, or the run rate rather, has been to the tune of 22,150 metric ton. In the coming year, what kind of growth do you envisage? Do you continue this 20% growth in FY24 as well, and maybe a volume figure of around 25 to 28, or rather 28 to 30 million metric ton?
Yeah, so volume growth will be there. So last year to this year, we practically had a volume growth. If you say 9 months to 9 months, we had a growth of almost 15% plus. And we emphasize that next year also we'll have a good volume growth by almost similar 15 to 20% higher upper digit number. And we tend to increase this. See, as the demand in this space is increasing very, very fast. The demand in the automotive sector, especially the EV sector, we can see a great demand coming in for such our product. There's a demand for various switchgear, home appliances, power sector is having a good demand on this product. So the volume growth will be certainly there in this space.
And what about the margins? Continue to be close to that 4.5-5% margins, or are you expecting a bit of an upside there?
So margins are for this year, it's going to be similar. But if you see overall, we are diversifying ourselves into good further products which are more value added. And you will see we have entered into the product segment like BLDC motors. We have the product like copper tubes. Soon we are going to enter into foils business. So there's all products are having further more value added products which will come in product to increase our margin space.
So copper, which is one of the key raw materials now, that we have seen an uptick in the prices recently. So what is the kind of impact that one can see on your margins? Will it decline in the fourth quarter, or do you have long-term contracts in place which will take care of the hike in prices?
What happens is, see, we are into the space since last 25 years. So we understand this copper business way in and out. So we do everything back to back. So whatever we sell at whatever price, it's get transferred to the to our supplier. So or whatever we buy from our supplier, we transfer to our sellers. So it's very, very transparent, and the transferring of price, whether it's low or high, it just gets very fast in a week or so.
On that note, we'll let you go. Appreciate you joining us on ET Now. So that's the word coming in. A near-term trigger perhaps for the counter is the IPO of RR Cable, though the timelines of that is something that the management will talk to us about only once the details are out. But for now, volume growth is expected to continue, and a bit of an uptick on the margins is likely to be there.